coach is Rick Stewart with AllAccessCoaching.com. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below so we can let you know when new content's been uploaded.
Two types of pitches that we have. We have a sit and pitch. We're going to use that if a guy is attacking. So like if that guy, if the pitch key's bringing it off the edge hard, we're not going to run into a hard charger. We're going to slam the foot in the ground and get that ball kicked. Okay, sit back. We're not fading with it. Just sit back and shoot it out in front of him. Really like it here. You can see the ball's coming off his pec and he's putting it out in front. This is a clip what it would look like on mid triple on this play. See our twirl guy setting the plane. He's a little bit deeper at 5 yards, and we're going there. The other type. This is an example of a sit and pitch. So we've got we're running inside veer up top. They've got 4 in the core, so we're loading here to seal the box. This is late in the game. These are second and third string guys, but they're still executing it fairly well. And so we're running inside veer here. This is our dive key. That's what ends up being our pitch key. And you can see he's on the line of scrimmage. He's coming fast. This is going to happen pretty quick. So right here, you can see he takes one step and gets it kicked right now. That would be a sit and pitch for us. One step and let it go. And then we're downhill. You can see a little bit more from the end zone angle. Again, this is our dive key right here. That guy ends up being the pitch key. We're loading. We could coach the hell out of this right here. This isn't good. See how he latches on you. I want him to bend it here and get up into the alley. And we're a little bit wide there with our JVA back, but anyway, you can see if we're here to see how to get a pitch. So let's watch his feet. Good job gaining ground. So if we check our landmarks, ball's getting snapped. You can see he's transitioning to that second step. So that landmark is good. He's on the mesh and we're stacked up right there. We're good. Now stretch it flat. Now he's not able to start rolling downhill because it was a sit and pitch and that ball came out so quick. But landmarks are good. And that's a pretty good job by our backup guys. So here's an example of a dip and pitch. And let me just say again, when we sit and pitch, that's going to happen on inside veer and mid triple. Dip and pitch is only happening on inside veer for us. We don't want to dip and pitch on mid triple because that pulls us really far away from the pitch key and is going to end up with balls on the ground or being behind the A back. So dip and pitch. This is if you got a slow playing number 2 or a slow playing pitch key. He's off the line of scrimmage. We want after we come off the mesh, we're pushing lateral for 3 steps. And then we're getting downhill. We are not attacking pitch keys. I know back when I was first coaching the offense, we would attack the pitch key. And then there was arguments about, do you attack his inside shoulder, outside shoulder? How about we don't attack any of them? We go score a touchdown. And so that's what we're telling those guys to do. So we're going to dip into the line. We want to make him collapse. I can't remember what coach I heard say it, but they talked about using him up, force that guy to fully commit. And we really want that thing to be as close to a forward pass as possible. So this is, here's a look at it. We're running inside veer coming this way. Again, this is another load scheme because they've got 4 guys in the core here. So you'll see a load here. But this is our dive key. This guy ends up being the pitch key. And you can see he's further removed than the guy in the last clip. So our quarterback knows he's going to have a little bit more time. There we go. He starts dipping in and he gets it kicked. See, we are not fading with it. We're rolling downhill. We really haven't taken a lot of shots doing that. But good job getting the ball caught and we're downhill. There's a bunch of young guys running around out there. It's 2019. We had a ton of sophomores and they're doing a good job executing it. And so that's the dip and pitch. Okay, so this is us. This is that young group we had in 2019. We're going against a pretty good school, lot bigger than us, and we're down here at the goal line, running inside veer against a 5-2. And you can see why I like this, because you can see how tight the pitch hits, and you can see if we're disciplined and just kick whatever's there, we're good. Whenever we're in flex like this, it automatically triggers our receiver to block the safety. So it's an automatic switch call without us calling it. We really don't need to, because if this guy's disciplined and block what shows, it doesn't matter what he does. So here we go. We freeze it. Check the inside veer coming back to the left. You can see great path here by the A back, just direct to the downhill cone. Get the ball kicked, and it's a really tight corridor right there. Okay, good football play. You see it again from the end zone. See how tight this pitch hits downhill. We are not athletic enough to try to outrun people. We got to get downhill and try to crease them right there. This year is against that same team. They ended up they're two divisions ahead of us. State runner up. This kid's early enrollee at Notre Dame, Michigan Player of the Year. You'll see why here in a second. But we're running inside veer here with our JV quarterback. Does a good job getting the ball to the pitch. The guy comes down and dive. Was again very tight window here. We can't do that if we're not emphasizing it in practice. You can see number 8 just be a man, and that number 12 is not a weak kid. He squats a lot and strong kid. That number 8's a good dude, good player. But you see how tight that is there. We'll go end zone. So this is that Vegas tag. It ends up though the B-back's not, because this guy was a little bit slower than normal. The B-back should be trying to get to the play side backer, but with how much the 4 slow played us there, he wasn't able to do it. And now that play side linebacker was able to get out of the box and get on us. All right. So this is load scheme here. We've got 4 guys in the core. We're running inside veer down this way towards the bottom of the screen. Again, getting that quarterback 1, 2, 3, gets it kicked, put it out in front of him. Got to get it out in front. But there we are. So if we look at how we're blocking in the box, this is a load. So our A back is coming right off the hip of this guy, working from the play side backer to the free safety. Our tackle is doing the same thing, except he's underneath, and he's working 1, 2, 3 flat to free. So it's just basically working a second to third level combo whenever we load. Okay, so our tackle should be trying to work out here. He gets spun up a little bit, hesitates, ends up not being that big of a deal. But you'll be able to see it a little bit better here from the end zone. Good hand trade there by the tackle. The only thing is when he reaches out there, that's what slows him down. He can't do it. Just cut off his hip and go. You can see the pad level that we're trying to get to with our A back. I don't like his path. It's a little wide. We want him to be very, very tight here. You can see him trying to get down on the hip. He misses, but it's enough to get him turned. He knows that if he ends up on this guy, he's blocking for the alley. Okay, so this is all it takes to spring it. He doesn't need to kill the kid. We'd like him to, but he doesn't need to. All right, running load again. This time we're unbalanced. We are unbalanced, and they didn't adjust well. So what happens is they got 4 in the core. We're loading, and there's really nobody for the A back to load to. So what I like is what he does here. This is something that we have to coach our offensive lineup on, and our A backs does a really good job. Okay, I'm running my alley, and then I get my eyes. Understand the play's coming over here and get my eyes back inside and kind of work over on this angle. Okay, that's another sit and pitch. Really quick sit and pitch because this guy comes hot, comes fast. Quarterback 1 step, get it kicked. He kicks it because he knows we've got him out leveraged. A-back again, doing a good job redirecting after, you will see here, he does a really good job redirecting after you get a plug here. Like that's a crucial thing, is getting him and him to redirect if they don't have work. Redirect, get out, cut off flow. Good job.
Coaches, Rick Stewart with allaccesscoaching.com. I really hope this video helps make you a better coach. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below so we can let you know when new content becomes available, because we're all about coaches helping coaches. And remember, coach, better today, never as good as tomorrow.